My husband had a small boat on Lake Simcoe, and we used to go up there and do day sailing. And he asked if we could get a bigger boat and put it on Lake Ontario, so we did that.
And we decided to just stay on it. Life led me this way. It wasn't my intention. When I grew up, I never thought I'd be living on a boat. In fact, we lived in the city, like right downtown.
And as he was flying to Florida to look at the boat we eventually bought, I found out I was pregnant with Henry, so we moved aboard. I called him at the airport and I said, you know what, it's a good thing it has 2 bedrooms because we're having a baby.
And then once we had Henry, and with all it has to offer, it just makes more and more sense.
Today's a very big day for us. Every year we have to move all of our summer stuff off the boat, move all our winter stuff onto the boat. We're going to start out at our slip this morning, and the first thing we have to do is move our boat over to the other side of the lagoon where our locker is. Our lockers at Queen City Yacht Club, and unload everything from the boat into the locker that needs to come off the boat, the summer clothes and everything like that. And then our winter things have to come back in, including Christmas lights and clothes for the winter and heaters, everything we need for city side.
So we have summer stuff and then winter stuff, and we just switch it out throughout the year. I work on a lot of projects over the winter. That's when I do my work on the boat. So I try to bring home all the tools I need now.
Henry's been a boat boy his whole life. He's not known anything else. He was born in the hospital, but yeah, he's been aboard since he was 3 months old.
You can't buy anything in the city that's under $500,000 that's anywhere close to a place to raise a kid or has a community and stuff. And that's another thing you get over here. Although we have the community in the yacht club, I mean, it's the community on the island that is also great too.
We had some coats that we didn't have any use for anymore. Henry had outgrown one, and I had one I hadn't worn in a year. And anything that we haven't worn in a year goes off the boat because there's not much room. So this is the island hobo hut, or there's lots of names for it. People call it the Bridge Boutique or the Trading Post, and it's where islanders drop off the things they don't need anymore, and then anyone else can take them away for free. So it's modern recycling. I think that you have less stuff. I think when people have a baby and they have a big house, they buy bouncy chairs and high chairs and cribs and, you know, all of the stuff. And we found you really didn't need it.
Okay, ready? Carry that one? That's nice. Okay.
We found that when we were traveling, the cockpit made a great playpen because he wasn't tall enough to get up on the seats, and we could close the door, he couldn't fall down the stairs. It was good. I didn't see any disadvantage to it. We have to move to the mast crane. Andy has some work he needs to do up the bosun's chair, up the mast. And then we have to build our frame onto our boat, and once the frame is finally built, we'll move to the city. The yacht club actually doesn't have wintering.
Billy, up with the pickle.
When Andy's going to use the bosun's chair, he often uses Henry to raise him up with the mast crane in order to position the crane where he wants. He needs the weight in the chair, so Henry gets a ride. He gets to go up and swing around and hang around for a while until Andy has the mast crane positioned where he needs it, and then he brings him back down and hoists himself up.
You send the pickle has landed.
I want to go up again.
Well, I'm gonna climb it. You're just running the safety line.
Andy's going to go to the top of the mast when we're at the mast crane in order to take off some equipment that's at the top of the mast, not only to prevent any damage from the winds in the winter, but to do any repairs that they're needed. The winter cover goes on the frame that's Andy's design. He actually purchased a kit that is just plastic pieces that are used to build a shed. So he purchased a couple of those kits, and he custom designed the wooden frame that we build on the boat every year. But of course there's 6 months between taking it down and rebuilding it, so we have to label it as best we can and then fix it all back together when it's time to put it up for the winter. The time it takes to go from the marina to the island or from the island to the marina is about 15 minutes depending on the weather.
I never ever in my life thought I would own anything this cool. Like, I mean, to me, it's like awesome. This represents more than a home. It represents freedom. I now have something to build towards that we can go around the world.